Welcome to this tutorial for Come Volunteer. Today I'm going to show you how to create your event form. So you'll see I'm already on the dashboard here. We're going to go to the sidebar menu and select Event Form. Now you'll notice that it's already loading a background image and a background color and foreground color, and that's because I am using Come Volunteer from an event I set up in RaceEntry. So that's really nice. It makes it really nice to keep consistent branding. If you're just setting up your volunteer form on your own, of course, the background color and foreground color are up here at the top, and then you can go to settings, and then you can decide to use a background image and upload that. And then you can also control the form opacity. So that's how opaque the foreground color is. So you'll notice that this dark purple color I have here, that is a little bit transparent, and that's because of how I did the settings on the form opacity. And then of course you can also click here and upload your logo if you're just setting up this form. All right, let's go back to settings. You can enable the job selection question. So this makes it really easy. You don't have to just get people who are willing to volunteer and help out at your event. You can get them to sign up for specific times, locations, and jobs. And that takes a lot of the stress of managing your volunteer program off of your shoulders. So if we just want people to select jobs, we can just have them select the jobs. But if we want them to also select the location and the shift, then we're going to need to select the jobs, locations, and shifts option. So there we go. And then we have currently enabled multiple jobs. So that lets people sign up for multiple volunteer shifts. If you just want everyone signing up for one thing, you can do that too. We'll just leave it on for now. We'll just turn it on for now. It's default off. And then the last thing here is if you want to turn on address questions, you can enable those here as well. I'm going to leave those off for now as well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close this. And then let's look at our form. So we already have some information and questions preloaded. So first name, last name, email, phone number, and birth date. That's all preloaded and ready to go, which is great. And then if you want, you can add a waiver agreement. So you'll just put that here, customize it. It's got lots of options for customizing that. Once you're happy with it, you can save the waiver. I'm not going to put one in for now, and we'll just hit cancel. But that's how you do that. And then the last way that you can customize your form is by adding questions. So you can create your own question, and I'll come back to that in a minute, or you can use our preset questions. So if I wanted to ask about the t-shirt size, I can select those settings and add that to the form. And I can go and add a couple more. Maybe I want to know how they heard about the event. I'll hit add to form. And now you see I've got two questions there. I can click and drag them into a different order. And if I want to go back and edit them, I can hit that edit button and I can edit those questions. So that's really convenient. All right, last thing I want to show you is creating your own question. So you can hit create your own question. We have a couple of multiple choice options. So you can do a drop down, you can do a radio question, or you can do a checkbox, which is nice. And to have those options, then you can also do some free-form text questions. So a single line or a multi-line text box, depending on what your question is. All right, so that's how you can set that up. We're going to leave that alone for now. All right, once we're happy with our form, we're going to go back to the event dashboard, and then we're going to look at it in online. So I've opened that in a new tab, and now you can see we've got our nice volunteer form. Everything's coming in. People can select a job. They can click to read job details. So we've got our different setup and cleanup options here. They can select a job, and because we selected the options to show date and time, they can sign up for a specific time here, and then a location as well. So that's great. And then they can set their t-shirt size, add information about how they heard about the event. So, and then when they submit, they're signed up. Yeah. So that's how you set up and use a volunteer sign up form. You can just copy and paste this link and send it to folks so they can sign up to help you out. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.